Hi guys, my name is Alicia, and if you don't know who I am, I make thrifting videos every single week, and today I'm going to be showing off my vintage dress collection. So as a vintage seller, I definitely thrift a ton of dresses, but there are actually only a handful that I actually end up keeping for myself. So I think this video will be very interesting because for me at least, these are like the top of the top dresses that I've ever found that just really fit with my style and that I just loved so much I couldn't get rid of them. So I have 14 different dresses to show you guys. They range from like casual to formal wear. You're definitely going to see some themes. There's going to be a lot of blues, a lot of florals. Let's just say I definitely have a type when it comes to dresses. I'm pretty sure most of them are from the 90s, probably some Y2K as well. And not to get too deep or anything, but as somebody who grew up with like a lot of internalized misogyny, who really like hated wearing dresses growing up, I feel like I am definitely overcompensating for it now because my dress collection has definitely grown, especially for somebody who honestly doesn't wear dresses that much, but I have really been trying to actually like work them into my wardrobe and actually wear them and feel comfortable in them, because that is something I've kind of like struggled with as somebody who never used to wear dresses. It's hard to just like get into it, but I think I've gathered a pretty solid collection. So let's just start off with more of the casual dresses and we'll eventually work our way up to some more fancy stuff. I honestly don't even know where to start. You know what? I think we're gonna start with the dress that I'm pretty sure is the most recent addition to my collection, which is this one. This is this adorable dark denim little mini dress. We've got spaghetti straps and this really nice red contrast stitching throughout with a little drawstring under the bust. I actually picked this up recently from the Toronto Vintage Clothing Show from a shop called Downtown Underground. And when I saw it, I just instantly knew that it was so me and I had to get it. The seller mentioned that it was really giving off like Tommy Hilfiger vibes, which I totally agree with, you know, the red and the blue, which is one of my favorite vintage brands to thrift. So definitely made sense why it caught my eye. And I just think it's the perfect little casual dress to like layer with a t-shirt or even by itself. I've definitely already gotten a chance to wear it, which is really exciting. I did pay like more up for this. I think it was like $35, which honestly is a really good deal for a dress from like an actual vintage shop. So I'm very glad I got it. Okay, next up is a dress that some of you may recognize from a thrift trip from quite a while ago, and it has not made an appearance since for a valid reason, but it is this dress. This is this really cute little collared mini dress. I love it because it just has the coolest like 90s kind of print throughout with these silver buttons running down the front. I don't know, I just think this is gonna be such a fun little dress to wear in the summer. And if you guys recall, I actually picked up this dress a few months ago now from Thrift Store by the Pound, and let's just say this one was basically a work in progress. It is handmade, but it was almost like somebody started making the dress and then gave up halfway through because there were only buttons running halfway up the dress, leaving this like really big gap, making it pretty much unwearable. So in preparation for this video, I finally took the time to add a few more buttons down the bottom. They don't match perfectly, but they still have that silver kind of detail, and I think it's good enough. And I did actually take it in at the sides a little bit too, just to give it a little bit more shape. And I am so happy that I finally ended up doing that because I really truly love this dress and I cannot wait to wear it in the summertime. Next up, we have this dress. This is this beautiful blue midi dress with the coolest like plaid and floral print throughout. It's kind of chaotic, but I love it. It's got this really cool like lace up texture at the front with a little like vent, and it has a little tie at the back. Now this one I haven't really gotten the chance to wear out and about yet, just because I think I thrifted it last fall. It was part of a vintage wholesale box, and while I sold most of the items from that box, I don't know, there was just something about this dress where I really felt like I needed to hang on to it. I do love the idea of it, but I don't know, I've been kind of struggling to style it properly. I don't know if it's like the length, like I rather have either like a mini or a maxi, I don't know, but as of now, it is part of my collection, and I will definitely try again to style it in the summertime. Okay, the next dress in my collection is definitely one of my favorites just because of how versatile it is, and it is this dress. This is this gorgeous little black sleeveless midi dress. It has really fun pockets and buttons down the front. I absolutely love the material. It just is a little bit more stiff, so it like gives it a little bit more shape, but is still like high quality. It is actually vintage Le Chateau, which just makes it so much more special. Le Chateau is definitely one of my favorite brands to thrift for sure. And it really reminds me of that Unif dress that everybody has, that like black one. I don't know, something with the shape really reminds me of it. But the reason I love this dress so much is because you can really dress it up or down. Like you could totally wear this with sneakers or swap it out for some boots and you have like a good fancier look. So I'm so glad that I thrifted this dress. The buttons also have such a cool detail to them. It's kind of like giving Versace with like the Medusa little like embossment, but such a solid dress. Next up we have this dress, and not gonna lie, I'm not 100% convinced that it's vintage, but I'm just gonna include it in this video anyways. But this is another one that's really great for the summer. It is blue with this really cool like big pattern to it. We've got like stars and like tons of like little details. It's sleeveless and has more of like a baby doll type fit where it's like quite loose and just really comfy. And I just think it's so fun, and the colors are like so my style. And I have definitely worn this out before and I'm very excited to be wearing it again. And like I said, not sure if this one was vintage, but it is by this brand Stardust. It says Canada on it. It's not made in Canada, but I don't know. I just thought the tag was pretty unique and might be vintage, but if you guys recognize the brand, please let me know. Next up, we have a very special dress, which is this one. It is this beautiful sleeveless blue floral dress. You're gonna hear that a lot, blue floral, with this like really big flower print throughout. I actually picked this up last summer on my trip to New Brunswick on the East Coast, which just makes it even more special to me. I love how long and flowy it is, but then it has this really cool little tie-up detail on the neck. But the coolest part of this dress is that it's completely reversible. So if we flip it inside out, there is a completely new print on the other side that is just so fun and like totally giving like art vibes. I think I've worn both sides out and about. The floral's probably my favorite, but this print is also really, really fun. I'm pretty sure this one is handmade too, just because of like the way it's made. I don't know, I might have to do a little bit of work on it because it is a little bit big for me and it does fit a little bit weird at the back. So I might end up making a few adjustments to it, but I still really love this dress. This next dress I was really debating on including because I was like, should I keep this video strictly vintage? And this next piece is kind of a mixture, but it is this dress, which you guys would have seen very recently in my last thrift flipping video. But the reason I decided to include it is because I'm pretty sure both the top and bottom of this dress is vintage, and although I did put it together to kind of like create something completely new, I feel like it deserves a spot on this vintage list. But this is my dream little denim and floral dress. It's got puff sleeves. It's honestly pretty different to most of the dresses I have, even though they all kind of have like a common theme. This one is pretty unique. I could totally see myself wearing this out on like a picnic or like a cute little summer day or something like that. Anything kind of like casual. So I haven't got the chance to wear it yet, but I'm very excited to. The next dress in my collection, which you may recognize, is this one, which once again I did include in my latest thrift flipping video. And although it is a thrift flip, I did want to include it because the base of the dress is vintage and it is from the brand Coldwater Creek. But it is this beautiful kind of like mid-wash blue long denim dress, which I just reworked, thrift flipped, and added some heart pocket details. I'm not going to go too into detail about this one because I feel like I already talked about it a bunch in my thrift flip video, but it kind of fills the void of the perfect denim dress for my collection. Okay, that was pretty much all of my casual dresses, so now we're moving on to more of the dressier realm. I wouldn't call these quite formal yet, but they're getting there. And the first one I wanted to show off is this one. This is this beautiful dark navy blue velvet dress in a maxi length, so it's super long. We got little spaghetti straps and then a little slit at the back. And this one is from Vintage Garage, which just makes it so special. Definitely another vintage brand that I absolutely love coming across. And I just think this dress is so stunning and so versatile because I feel like it could totally be styled in more of like a casual goth way with like some Doc Martens. But because of how long it is and like the velvet, you can definitely dress this up as well. If you just add a little bit of jewelry, some heels, and all of a sudden you're ready for a formal event. I actually have worn this dress to a wedding before and I absolutely love the look. Very like simple, but I think the velvet just makes it feel very, very special and so 90s. So this was such a good find, and like I said, very versatile. This next dress is probably one of my newest favorites. I just think it is so stunning, and it is this dress. This is this beautiful navy blue long maxi dress with this beautiful light blue micro floral print throughout. But what I think makes this dress really unique is the neckline. We've got this really nice flattering squared off neck with a more like thicker strap. I think is so gorgeous. I definitely realized I have a love for square necks. You'll kind of see a couple more come through. I just think it's so beautiful and personally looks really flattering on me. Like I feel very, very comfortable in this dress. It also has a slit on the side, which I always love. And then the details even continue onto the back with this beautiful little like circular cutout tie up detail. And this dress is from the brand Unique Clothing, made in USA. So good. I actually picked this up on my last thrift trip to the US, so got it quite recently actually, so haven't quite had a chance to wear it out, but I am so excited because like I said, I don't know, this dress just feels so me and I feel so comfortable in it, which doesn't happen a lot for dresses. Once again, a very versatile piece. Like I feel like you could totally dress this down and just make it kind of like a summer casual outfit, or I could totally see myself wearing this to like a baby shower or like a bridal shower or like something along those lines. So gorgeous. I am so glad that I found this dress. Next up, throwing in a little bit more of a wild card with this green dress. I actually love the color green, so I'm surprised this is the only green dress that I own, but it is stunning. It's got this really cool like mesh sheer layer on top with this beautiful floral print. It's in a mini length with, once again, that squared off neck that I absolutely love. And it has these really special straps, which are made from, I don't even know what you would call this, like a more kind of like a lace detail that just really adds to the dress. And this one is from the brand Lilette, vintage, made in Canada. I'm so sad because I have not yet gotten the chance to wear this, and I think I thrifted it almost a year ago, but I feel like it is definitely a little bit of a more formal dress. You could totally wear this to a wedding, but because of how short it is, I feel like it could also work for more of that in-between like bridal shower, or I don't know, what other occasions are there? Like something fancy but not too fancy. I mean, I think I could dress this down enough and wear it as like a casual summer dress too, with like some sandals, which I might have to do, to be honest, because I don't really have any occasions coming up anytime soon. But yeah, I remember when I found this dress, it was just so gorgeous. I had to keep it for myself. Okay, we are getting down to the final dresses, which are definitely going to start to be a little bit more of a truly formal dress, which includes this one. This is this stunning little sparkly silver mini dress that I thrifted last year for New Year's. It's got this really beautiful high squared off neck that I love, spaghetti straps, and then if we flip around to the back, it's got the coolest little like ruffle texture detail on the back, which I think is so cool, which is why I paired it with cowboy boots, because I feel like it just kind of gives off that like Western vibe a little bit. But this dress is so stunning. When I found it, I instantly knew it was going to be my New Year's dress, and to be honest, this is just going to be my New Year's dress from here on out because I am just that in love with it, and I don't care if I am an outfit repeater. And this one is from the brand L'Oreal, made in Canada. I love how like the silver, it's not just a solid silver, it definitely has some like texture, almost stripes to it, and I feel like this can totally be styled in so many different ways. Would look so good layered with like a turtleneck underneath. And yeah, I'm just in love with this one. Next up, we have the first dress that I would consider like an actual gown, and it is this one. This is this beautiful black v-neck spaghetti strap long maxi dress with these beautiful slits on either side of the leg that just peek out with this stunning like cobalt blue color. This I just feel like is my ideal gown. It's like all of my favorite colors, and like it just has all the details that I really love, because if you flip it around to the back, it has this stunning like tie up intricate detail with like a low back, and I just think it's so beautiful. It definitely makes it a little tricky because you can't really wear a bra with it, but I just think it's gorgeous, and it's another one of those dresses that I don't know, I just feel so comfortable in. If you guys remember, when I thrifted this dress, I think I accidentally ripped a hole in it with the cart while I was like moving the cart around, which is so tragic. But on the bright side, they only charged me $5 for it because of it. Now, I did try to patch it up, which you can kind of see right here. It is definitely not perfect, but when I'm wearing the dress, it kind of folds in a perfect way where you don't see that. So maybe it's a little bit of a faux pas to wear something like this to a formal event that's not in like the most perfect condition, but I don't care. This dress is way too beautiful to throw away just because of that. And this one is from the brand Brunella, and it is made in USA with that paper tag, which just makes it so much more special. I did kind of discover that this dress is kind of reversible because of the way that it was constructed. You definitely could wear it inside out, but I would just have to remove the tag, which I don't think I would want to do. And I don't think this is my color. I think it just looks so much better on the black side anyways, but I thought that was just a fun little tidbit. And then of course I had to save the best dress for last. I don't think I've even ever shown this dress on my channel before. I think maybe it was in a TikTok or something when I found it, but it is this dress. This is this stunning black long maxi dress. It is strapless with the most beautiful sparkly blue floral print throughout, and this beautiful like gathered and roughly detail down the side. When I found this dress, I just thought it was the most beautiful dress I ever laid eyes on. I am not one to gravitate towards completely strapless dresses, but I just think this fits me so well, and the strapless look is just so stunning. I mean, I do love the squared off neck, and that's essentially what it is. If I could like go back and do prom again, this is totally the dress I would wear, because this is just like a 90s dream in my opinion. It is by the vintage brand Glam, made in Canada, and it was actually brand new with tags when I bought it from the thrift store. The original price was $99.99. Somebody bought it on sale for $80, and then I got it for $20, which is kind of pricey for Valley Village, but for a brand new vintage dress, I was willing to pay the price. So I've been saving this dress because I know this is the first thing I'm wearing to the next wedding or whatever occasion I'm going. I have been dying to wear it because I just think it is so stunning. The one thing with it though is that every time I put it on, it just absolutely gets sparkles everywhere. Like they end up all over my face, or like if you look at the laundry bin I just pulled this out of, there are sparkles absolutely everywhere. But it is a small price to pay to wear this dress because yeah, I just think this is absolutely beautiful. So those are all the vintage dresses in my collection. I feel like I do have a very like specific style, and I have really curated a dress wardrobe to match that. I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but obviously all of these dresses were thrifted. And yeah, I just feel like it goes to show like you don't need to buy a brand new dress for every event you go to. Check your thrift store, like they have tons of beautiful dresses, and rewear the dresses you have. Like dresses are not meant to be worn just once and then thrown away. I think I have like 3 dresses there that I'm just gonna wear on rotation to like different weddings. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If there was one dress that like stood out to you that was your favorite, please let me know in the comments below. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week.